Why are you saying that? Why are you making those words with your mouth?
Just like bathhouses, MAGA stores are where like a bunch of straight guys go off to jerk off in the dark.
Suck my balls.
What's up, guys, gals, and all forms of life? Welcome back to another edition of SMB, a South Park review, where each and every week we break down South Park for you in linear fashion. And this week we're doing some spring cleaning. We're catching up. We're catching up on an episode that we never completed, and that is from season 26, and it is the final episode, and that is Spring Break. So we're here to catch up, and yeah.
Absolutely, we are, Matt. What do we got on the bank today? What kind of cred are we going to see coming our way on this episode of SMB at South Park Review?
Well, first off, welcome back to the podcast, of course. What's up? How you doing? He's the guy who likes to bring the pain in the digital marketing game. The guy that listens to those picks to get your clicks. Writer, producer, director, on-screen talent, Dane. Yeah.
Hi guys. Oh my god. They call me Power Top Dane, Brohead Dane, King Queen Dane, both in the streets and in the sheets, if you know what I'm talking about. Because I know.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, of course, make his way back to the podcast. That S to the C, that double OP.
What's happening, boy?
We're back to talk more South Park with you, with Dane, with everyone else. Shout out to the 2022 Red Rock Day 1 South Park Trivia Champion, the Trivia God. All right, so Spring Break is the 6th episode and season finale of season 26, the 321st overall episode of South Park, as it first aired on March the 29th, 2023. So maybe by the time we get there, if we're just doing, staying in order of the podcast, it might be episode 324, but I don't know, because Streaming Wars was in there too, so that might get mixed in with the numbers. We don't know. This is why it stays on YouTube till we get there, so that way we don't confuse ourselves. But we appreciate you checking out this YouTube special, this YouTube review. So here's how this episode starts. Spring Break, of course, is an excuse for everyone, including Mr. Garrison, to jump back into his former depraved lifestyle.
Oof.
So the episode begins with, at the Garrison residence, Mr. Garrison comes home from South Park Elementary, lets his boyfriend Rick know that since there is no school for 7 days, he has bought a 5-night vacation to Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. However, Rick expresses concern that they know what goes on down there, that neither of them do that stuff anymore and should be near, quote, those places.
This is true, Matt. I had family in Myrtle Beach. They owned businesses in Myrtle Beach, and this is true, literally to the point to where my cousin, who now lives in Atlanta, does not want me to tell people that they're from. Yeah. You know what, Matt? Let's do it.
Garrison promises he will not rage down there and that places like that no longer exist, promising all he wants to do is watch the sunset with him, declaring it will be the best spring break ever.
Ever.
That's the main story, and the subplot in this is at Tegridy Farms. Randy sees off Sharon and his daughter Shelly for spring break, off to Santa Fe, New Mexico, promising that him and Stan will do some father-son stuff. As soon as they leave, he takes off his clothes, opens up a beer, declaring the bitches are gone. However, Stan starts painting his Warhammer 40K miniatures and asks to invite the guys over to play all week, which Randy pretends to be supportive as Stan invites Tolkien over to play with him. Yeah, about that. Spring break, bitches.
Yeah.
So let's go ahead and we'll start off with this. All right, here's Rick in the kitchen.
I hate Rick.
Hey, Rick!
Oh, I hate this so much, man.
So, you know what this week is, right?
Is it Easter?
No! It's my spring break! No school for 7 days! And guess what? Go pack your things, because you and I are going on a big romantic trip!
Really? So, Dane,
I just came from the...
How come you don't like Rick?
I don't like this relationship. I've seen this. This is something that in the gay community we call over honeymooning, where it's so hard to date in the gay community, especially between, identifying males, which is not putting down lesbians at all. But yeah, I'm just speaking from personal experience that like literally the second they find someone, they start dancing around like this. And I despise it. I don't hate Rick in particular, to be honest. He's like a normal human gay, but Jesus Christ, I hate his inclusion because it makes Mr. Garrison like everything people think liberal gays are like, which is like completely obnoxious and abhorrently deprived. Depraved, I should say.
Thank you for that insight, Mr. Becker.
You're welcome, Matt. Ask a gay question, get a gay answer.
We're going to spend 5 nights in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina.
Oh.
Rick immediately frowns.
Myrtle Beach? Really? We all know what goes on down there.
Like, we can't be a supportive husband. We have to, obviously relay it back to Mr. Garrison's prior identity, how he identified before. He identified as Donald Trump. So, there was that. So Rick is, of course, afraid that he might fall back into those old habits.
I don't do that stuff anymore, and neither should you.
Rick, I don't want to go down there to rage. I just want to sit on a beach with you and watch the sunset.
Yeah, but isn't Myrtle Beach where those places are?
I don't want to go into one of those places.
I would much rather go to another beach. I recommend Tybee Island.
What is he, before we get there, when he refers to those places, Dane, you being closer to this side of the country, obviously I'm in the Northeast now, are these places real?
Yeah, I have intimate familiarity with Myrtle Beach, especially, like I said, family-owned, like 2 businesses there, surf shop and a laundromat. And at this point, my cousin, who now lives in Atlanta, does not want me to tell anyone that he's from Myrtle Beach, because it is a well-known, let's say, drug den. And because of that, you put a gay homosexual identifying male in close vicinity to meth, and you get stuff like bathhouses. And again, no insult to the gay community. I'm just speaking from personal experience. We all know this happens. Don't even fucking lie. Don't try to cancel me. We all know this exists.
Whoa, we got an inside scoop here from Becker.
Damn. I don't think they even exist anymore.
They exist.
Don't you think this is just what we need, Rick?
You don't even want to go into one of those places.
Rick, I'm a little old for that. It'd be pretty pathetic if I did.
Well, okay.
Oh, Rick, we're going to have the best time. I can't wait to spoil you.
I really do need a vacation.
Oh, we're going to have the...
Look at the background here on the fridge. Do you see Rick and Garrison on the left-hand side in the snow?
It looks like an aspen.
Yeah, and up in the right-hand corner, or up above them, is them like hugging, embracing each other.
Hey, that purple
Looks
wall,
like
is
that
that
one's
just Mr. Garrison's house?
Maybe
It looks
guards?
like that's... Is that their... No, that... Yeah.
What?
They got a fruit bowl, as all gay people should.
the best spring break of anyone. All right,
and as I mentioned now, here's at Tegridy Farms with Randy seeing Sharon and Shelly off.
Guys, you sure you packed everything?
Yeah, that should be all of it.
Well, I hope you and Shelly have a great spring break trip.
I still feel bad us going on a
Fuck you,
trip while
Randy.
you and Stan stay home.
You guys have fun in Santa Fe. We're going to do some dad and son stuff.
Okay, first off, good on Randy in general. Why would you want to go to Santa Fe, New Mexico on spring break, dude? That's not cool. Nobody wants to go to Mexico in general.
Now, Matt, question to you.
No
With your
disrespect.
close vicinity to this area, is what they're saying true?
Yeah, Scoop, I think me and Scoop can concur. Why would we go to fucking New Mexico ever? Scoop?
Oh my gosh, like really?
Why? Ever?
I'd rather drive 35 minutes this way and go to Saguaro Lake and just chill on that ugly ass lake over there. I mean, actually, you know what? That's really nice over there.
Look, I'm
And
gonna give New Mexico one thing. They do have a bustling film community because they have gotten a lot of tax breaks. So like if you're gonna go act, like a lot of things are being shot now in New Mexico, but I'm also gonna say that they are happen to be focusing more on the locals and Native Americans and Hispanics for those films as well. So and usually they're finding those people in the community. So I mean, it's already a hard market to break into right now, is what I'm trying to say. So other than that, why would you go to New Mexico? Other than that, I don't know.
I don't know. I am a big fan of anything hard, especially markets.
Whoa! I'll give you a market then. How about that?
Oh shit! Whipping it out for the roaster moon. Don't put that in the episode. Please don't. Please don't put that, what I just did.
It's up to Darren.
Darren?
Goodbye, Shelly.
No, Darren, put it in.
No, what kind of father-son stuff are they going to do? Like that's like at any point in South Park that's ever worked out, especially when Randy is running it. When has Randy ever successfully connected with his son, yet alone anyone but himself?
It's a great question.
Yeah, telling you. Use the facts.
Oh, yeah, bitches are gone. Spring break, spring break, spring break. This is going to be the best spring break ever. They're going to be gone the whole week.
Yeah, and you're just going to do the same
Bro,
thing
what
you
are you
always
doing?
do.
I'm painting miniatures.
Bro, that shit's fun, though.
Too tedious for me. I'm one of those guys that doesn't like tedium in work. So like that and golfing to me makes me want to like, I don't know, break a baby's neck.
Oh, that's funny though. Randy's just
I love golfing.
Randy's just ready to party, and he walks in and just, what are you doing? Painting miniatures.
Dude, do you not understand? Your mom and Shelly are gone. We can do whatever we want without any stupid rules.
Whatever I want.
rules?
Yeah, dude. That's what this is all about. Let's do some spring break shit.
Can I see if any of the guys want to come over to do 40K all week?
Hell yeah, let's do some 40K. What is that?
So he Randy thinks this is a drug. Randy's like, okay, you're doing hardcore shit. I've fucked pangolins before, dude. Let's get some 40K in our systems. Motherfucker does not care that his elementary school son might be doing drugs. He's like, yeah,
Let's do some 40K.
You don't know Warhammer 40K?
Oh yeah, Warhammer 40K, of course. I'm down, let's do it.
Really? All week?
I'm
Yeah,
down. Let's
dude,
do
you're
it.
old enough.
Sweet, I'm going to call Tolkien.
you're
So,
old
yeah.
enough?
You're old enough because he thinks that, it's a drug.
Well, it is. 40K is a very expensive drug, to be honest.
Warhammer 40K, bruh.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it is pretty expensive.
I since I live in local game stores, you see people come in all the time and get talked into like the initial box set. And most of them are in military uniform. Military guys, especially Marines, they do two things with their signing bonus. They either buy an overly expensive Mustang at 24% APR, or they invest in Warhammer 40K. Those are the two options you have.
Or a
So now-
Corvette.
Or a Corvette. Well, now at Myrtle, and a big truck too, right? Big dick.
Oh my
Oh
God.
yeah, the big trucks. The big
Pumped
truck.
up 250. Oh my God.
Small dick, big
How
truck.
you supposed to raise up a girl without that lifted truck, bro?
Yeah, how are you
You know what I
supposed to
mean?
get an army wife that's going to cheat on you and then like dump your ass? Like, dude,
Yeah, how you supposed
I
to
grew up on
raise
base,
up
bro.
a loyal girl without that Mustang roar?
Yeah, absolutely. You get the signing bonus, then you get the Mustang, and then you get the bitches, and then you get leave. And then when you come back from China, then your bitch has bitches. And this is the pipeline, guys. This is the pipeline.
I love it.
I've pissed off gay men. I've pissed off Marines at this point. This whole podcast should just have me be on mute to save my life.
Well, speaking of gay guys, at Myrtle
Darren,
Beach,
don't do it.
At Myrtle Beach, Garrison and Rick are dating and drinking together and getting a character done and discuss getting some Southern food. Then pass by the MAGA store, the Make America Great store, which is blaring music and sells merchandise related to Garrison's presidency. Rick lectures him about those places, and Garrison expresses surprise that, quote, it's still there, reliving their earlier conversation about political rallying. The owners come out and express excitement to see Garrison again, inviting him inside to rally in a manner similar to party
Rally.
that evening.
Woo, rally. And then he just does the same thing. He just starts screaming about Mexicans and, whatever. It is whatever.
At first he says no, but that evening, while
Yep.
laying in bed with Rick, while trying to get to sleep, he thinks about the store. He gets up, says he's going to go out to get some ice or something like that, but he
Yep.
heads out to there, still resists before entering the building, beginning to dance on the entrance and being encouraged by his former supporters and the store owner to rally a little. He tries to resist, but he has a serious because he has a serious boyfriend now. But when the owner points out he's not going to be around again, he starts ranting and reciting his familiar political issues, complaining about immigration from Mexico, President Joe Biden, and of course, this excites his supporters, as Dean was pointing out.
Ugh.
Getting them all hopped up here.
Yeah, you know what? Fairly accurate, even so. It's still accurate. It just...
Now,
Oh,
to
my
start
God.
this, it's a beautiful depiction of Myrtle Beach. It's pretty.
Fair.
You know, they do some good art here.
It's all right.
That is way better than what Myrtle Beach actually looks like, by the way.
Okay, that's probably why.
No, this is insanely not Myrtle Beach anymore.
Oh, Rick. Isn't this nice? This place is incredible.
Yeah,
Look at
it's
the city.
really nice. I just don't know if I deserve all this.
You do deserve it, Rick. You've made me really happy. Are you almost
Thanks,
done?
dude.
Yeah,
Oh.
all done. Here you go.
So here's the character picture of Rick and Garrison.
Oh, they got a
Rick.
caricature. I hope it's
Look at how happy
embarrassing.
we are.
Look at how happy we are, he says.
Wait a minute. Why did they make Mr. Garrison look like Larry David?
What the fuck?
Lord in heaven.
I was actually thinking Woody Allen.
I mean, with the
I got
same
Woody
level
Allen
of
vibes.
gravity, yes. Mr. Garrison is very much like Woody Allen.
He's got Woody Allen vibes for sure.
Yeah.
Here we go.
Oh, that saltwater air is just so good. Can't wait to try some southern food. You hungry?
All right,
Now,
here we go.
you see, here's some actual real depict. You see all the trash on the ground? There we go.
This is way more.
That's
It's like
a little bit more accurate.
yeah, exactly. It's like weird, crappy snack bars on the beach that serve like microwaved Costco food, trash everywhere, homeless
Look like that.
dudes that are like literally not the homeless guys that you might see in like here and there in smaller cities where it's like, you know, rough times and drugs. It's just all drugs. It's
just no shit.
It's just all drugs, and like the pavement isn't cracked
shit.
enough. It's not missing enough tiles. Like this is, yeah, like Scoop said, this is far more accurate.
Pizza time.
Yeah, sure, I could eat.
A lot of things are different here in the South. Kind of hard to figure out what's good.
Yeah, well, all the stores and restaurants here aren't like Colorado.
No.
It's almost like
No,
Or,
it's a gay rave, and then it cuts.
MAGA store.
Nuggets.
Look at this.
I
You
like
got-
how they literally make it look like a bathhouse, Matt. Like you hear the gay rave, like you're thinking Myrtle Beach bathhouse, and like it cuts, and it's just Donald Trump shit, which is
Oh my
fair.
God. It's the-
That just like bathhouses, MAGA stores are where like a bunch of straight guys go off to jerk off in the dark.
Jerk off in the
Same exact
Ooh.
concept.
You know, if you jerk my elbow
still
while I'm
here.
holding my dick, I mean, it's not gay.
Oh,
What did they
okay.
call that, Scoop? What was that in the movie? It was called like the windmill, or like what was that? That was the greatest thing. Kevin Smith, that's the greatest thing he's ever done, is come up with that. Greatest thing. That is the greatest scene of that entire
Well, it's in
movie.
a circle, and you grab my arm while I'm jacking off, and I grab your arm while you're jacking off. It's technically not gay.
Dude, that actor, I can't remember his name right now. He should have won a fucking Oscar for that scene alone, where he just comes out butt ass naked, oblivious as hell. Should have won an Oscar.
who's ready?
I used to say that all the time. Chuck it, fuck it, football.
All the Garrison merchandise.
you said you wouldn't go into one of these places.
I don't want to go in. I just can't believe some of these places are still here.
Whoa, look who's here! What are you doing in
This lady coming out. Look at her with her tooth sticking out, shirt barely fitting, wearing
This lady-
Crocs.
She's representing MAGA as well as Myrtle Beach.
Oh, I'm just on vacation. This is Rick.
Well, do you want to come inside and rally a little bit?
Oh, no
Ooh.
thanks. I don't rally anymore.
You sure? Everyone would love to rally with you again.
I'm sure. I don't need to rally. I'm just here to relax. Take care.
Well, if you change your mind, we'll be here. America #1.
Number one, yeah. Some people, huh? Jeez.
Oh, jeez.
Some people, huh? Jizz.
It's incredible because this is so unendingly accurate. Like Donald Trump had like a celebratory rally tour after he won, and then he just kept doing that. It's like the dude is addicted both to Fox News and attention.
So as you heard and saw there, Mr. Garrison having some, difficulty shedding his prior identity. Back at the farm now, Randy expresses concern that Stan and Token have wasted an entire day of spring break playing Warhammer 40K on the dinner table with a complicated, detailed miniature setup. He then tells them spring break is about wet t-shirt contests and mud wrestling and having women over. He complains today's society has ruined this and made the boys ashamed of their innate male desires, about being toxic, blaming liberals for making them ashamed of themselves. which Stan and Tolkien, unconcerned by, continue to play their game.
Please just shoot me now.
They were like, yeah, they're not even listening. So here's that part of the episode.
Okay, so I'm gonna have my Retributor squad attack your Stormhawk Interceptor. Okay, that has a toughness of 7 and a -1 to your hit rolls.
Oh shit.
Okay, so that's 3, 4, 5 hits. Okay, I'm gonna roll my saving throw, which is 3 plus.
What in the actual are you guys doing?
They've taken over the dining room table with this just massive campaign going on right now. Like you've got figures everywhere, armies on each side. This is accurate.
This looks pretty dope too.
Are you
This
actually
looks pretty fucking sick.
Warhammer's a lot of fun.
You guys have wasted another day of spring break with this stupid shit. Do you guys know what spring break is about? Wet t-shirt contests, mud
What?
wrestling. Don't you want to get some bitches over here?
Bro, you're
I thought
like
you were happy because the
50.
bitches were gone.
I'm happy the bitches are gone so we can have bitches over. Spring break is dude time. But you know what? Today's society has ruined it all.
Here we go. So now Randy's going to lament. He's going to echo a lot of what hardcore conservatives like to echo on Twitter in regards to in regards to today's society.
Did you? No, absolutely not. I am all for keeping pronouns, but when Elon Musk does it, fuck him.
What?
Gosh.
It's Twitter.
Elon
Oh,
Musk.
Twitter. I'm sorry.
What
Yeah,
a
they're Twitter.
fucking dumpster.
In this house, it's Twitter.
Okay, Twitter.
They've taught you boys to be ashamed of being boys. Convinced you that your natural, innate male desires are...
Of course, we talked about this when this episode came out, obviously, because we didn't get to record this, but this was something that we talked about. Now, of course, me being kind of, I guess, I don't know, oblivious to certain trends at times, I had to ask you guys. I was like, I'm like, what is this all about? And you guys were like, oh, this is like parodying Brandon Tate shit. And I had no idea who the fuck Brandon Tate is, right?
Andrew
his name.
Tate.
Andrew Tate,
Andrew
sorry.
Tate.
Brandon Tate is one of the boys from AEW.
Oh, okay. Brandon Tate? No. Is it?
Yeah, the Tate twins. Yeah, one of them is named
Oh.
Brandon.
Interesting. Okay, well, Andrew Tate. See, that's how much I don't even pay attention to that guy.
And good for you.
I guess.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's because you're a good person. You
Yeah,
don't know
don't pay attention to that guy.
Well, that's what they're parodying apparently in here, and he's going to make an appearance later. But it starts with this wet T-shirt contest dribble.
Oh,
toxic.
can't do it.
No matter what the liberals try to tell you, boys,
Uh.
you shouldn't be ashamed of your gender.
Okay, Dad. So I've got
Okay,
an
Dad.
Imperium infantry unit within 6
That's
inches
how
of
you should
Celestine, so they
react.
have a +6 save.
My God, what are we going to do?
And it's like, Randy, dude, you get drunk at Little League games and beat up other parents. It's like, what is your bar on masculinity at this point?
That's a great question. Well, now back to Myrtle Beach here. We'll see Garrison not being able to sleep in the middle of the night. He's going to get up and he's going to find he's going to go rally.
Here I go. Too late.
He's having like rally.
Here I go.
Like night terrors. Like it's heart's beating or something. Like you can hear the club music. Like, I gotta find it. He gets up, puts his pants on, shorts, slowly walks down Myrtle Beach now with all the trash and debris everywhere. He sees the Megastore bumping.
I'm just taking a walk. I'm taking a walk.
Stands outside, looks around for a little bit. Decides to leave, so you think, okay, good job, Garrison. You
Fight the
fought
demons.
off the urges. You resisted. Nah, fuck that, says Garrison. And he goes in. He starts dancing.
He starts dancing. He's getting into it. He picks up one of his bobbleheads.
Can I help you find anything? Oh my God! Sir, you're back!
Yeah, just browsing.
You guys, it's him! He's here! Oh wow,
He's
it's
here?
him!
Is that really you? What are you doing here?
So, of course, everybody's excited, because
It's the president.
their Jesus Christ has returned.
It's the ex-president. They're Jesus Christ. I mean, let's be honest. Yes.
He's returned.
Could I get a selfie with you?
Hey, since you're here, you want to rally a little bit?
Rally a little bit?
Rally. I've got a serious boyfriend. I'm just looking around.
I need that as.
Come on, when are you going to be here again? Live a
Rally a
little.
little bit?
Well, maybe I could do just a little bit. I mean, what the hell is up with all these Mexicans, huh?
So he starts rallying, meaning start getting all the crowd excited because of the anti-Semitic things he's now about to spew.
Yeah. I mean, Joe Biden obviously thinks immigrants are made of gold or something. Piece of shit. Yeah.
Piece of shit.
Yeah.
That's right. Confirm our racism biases.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yep.
I need to watch that. I heard the Weekend Update guy that's married to Scarlett Johansson. He doesn't have his own name. That's who he is. Apparently, he ran it, and it was actually really good. Matt? Did you turn the bottle towards the camera? By the way, did you turn? You piece of shit! You motherfucking! Hey, did it actually come with a metal straw?
Yeah, I did.
I hate you.
I got cred, bitches. I got cred.
Everybody, our visual watchers, please catch Matt at
It's
this
only
moment.
visual. YouTube, yeah.
Screenshot him sipping that and send it to us with your favorite caption.
I got cred. But I mean, it's just like a traditional metal straw that I have a couple other ones, so but it's got the slot for it. So it's nice. You can put any metal straw in there, really.
Oh,
Keeps your water cold.
fuck you.
Keeps your juices juicy.
Fuck you.
Anyway, so now for those who, maybe haven't seen our specials in a while, we're getting caught up here. Don't know, in the season 26 itself, season 25 era, Tolkien's father opened up his own dispensary, or his open weed farm called Tegridy Weed. They're across the street, of course, them being neighbors with Tolkien. Obviously gives Stan a friend to hang out with, which is why Tolkien is over there playing Warhammer 40K. Now, Randy, concerned about the fact that the boys are losing their manhood, decides he's going to go over and he's going to talk to Tolkien's father until, of course, Tolkien's mother shows up, and then he secludes back into his, I don't know what you want to call it, his troll hole, and he doesn't fucking, he basically says, oh, okay, that's right. You never did anything wrong in college. I gotcha. I understand. The bitches are around kind of thing, right? That's his mindset, that Tolkien's father is lying because his mother was present. So we'll jump over here as Randy goes across the street to tell him about the fact that his son and Tolkien itself are not becoming men.
Man.
Man.
Hey, Steven, your son's
he's
been
drunk.
over at my house for spring break?
Yeah, of course I know.
Well, you should see what they're doing, because it's a little...
Well, what are they doing?
Look, I just think we better talk with our boys to...
So basically, Randy infers there that because they're playing Warhammer 40 gay, that makes them a little gay. I'm assuming that's what he's inferring there, yes?
Yeah. I guess playing tabletop miniature games make you gay, which I've never seen that. It seems like it's only military dudes and then dudes that, go on wrestling Twitter.
Seems to be the opposite, yeah. Gay guys don't seem to be playing a lot of Warhammer 40K.
No, we spend our money elsewhere.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Scoop, have you ever played Warhammer 40K? And I'm not saying you're gay. I'm just curious. Have you ever played Warhammer?
The implication of that was
I
incredible.
wasn't trying to implicate it or anything.
No, but I've helped a buddy paint several of his miniatures, and he wasn't a military dude. He was just a huge nerd.
Oh, that makes
Yeah.
sense. That checks out. It's straight, right? I'm assuming straight guy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, exactly.
I think he liked
Oh.
girls. I mean, he liked female miniatures a lot.
Did you wake up in the middle of the night to him sucking your dick? Is that what you're trying to say?
Yeah.
No,
Okay. All right.
And so miniatures.
not him. No.
Got it. No worries. Thanks for letting us know. All right. So here's Randy continuing.
counteract all the ways in which society has been pathologizing masculinity. I mean, you went balls out on spring break, right? Tried to see chicks' boobs and stuff?
No, I didn't.
Well, no, I mean, you weren't ashamed of being a guy, right? Like, you went out to the lake and tried to play grab ass with girls, right?
The fuck
No,
are you
I did
talking
not.
about?
Why are you saying that? Why are you making those words with your mouth?
Oh, hey, Randy. Everything okay with the boys?
Oh, right.
Right.
Sorry, yeah. Everything's great. They're playing a little table miniatures game. It's great. Just came to let you know they're good. Don't worry. I'm going to take care of it.
So he thinks he's only saying that because his wife is there?
That's kind of scary. It's kind of
Randy-
scary when Randy comes up and I'll take care of it.
Because of Randy's progression over time, I would truly believe if he was Cartman's father at this point.
Man, this guy got cocaine legal. the Christmas special.
Yeah, it's interesting because you have to, Randy makes the proposition, like, didn't you go out and weren't you a creep to girls and touch them in inappropriate places? And didn't you fucking try to see some tits? Now, the first question, I'll give Randy credit. I mean, we've probably all gone out during spring break, tried to see some boobs. Doesn't mean we try to get boobs or touch people. We just, maybe you end up in the right place, right time, trying to see some boobs. But I didn't go out and play grab ass. I never did that. I never tried to inappropriately grab women in their private parts or anything.
Come on, what are you, a bunch of poofters?
Sorry. I had a mom and a dad who taught me good values, not to do that to people. Plus, I really didn't want to be touched either. So it was like, if I'm touching you, I'm opening myself up to being touched as well. So
the furthest I ever went was, can I see your boobs? And there are no, I'm like,
See, I'm cute and gay enough to where women feel an extreme comfort in me, and then they just do it anyway because they think I'm not going to get anything out of it. But little did they know that afterwards I tell them I actually got something out of that. Yes.
And that is when you want to know where everybody goes to bang. Do, do, do. It's always with Dane. Do, do, do. You want to be where you can see.
Welcome to the sequel to Cheers, where it's a gay bar instead.
Where your cum is all around you. You want to go where everybody blows Dane. Do, 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 do. All right, here's the rally.
Pizza time.
Pizza time.
I'll tell you what else. This whole situation in the Ukraine, that wouldn't be happening on my watch. Problem is, now we all have a president who's afraid. And that's why Joe and the hoe got to go.
Joe.
That's a good one. That's how Trump wins. He's extremely marketable.
He needs to watch this episode of South Park, is basically what you're saying. Hopefully he does not, because if he does, then he may win presidency again. But I don't know. People aren't very happy with Joe Biden either. So I don't know what's going to happen this year, man.
You know what my slogan? You know what Scoot's slogan would be? Let's fix this bitch. Fix this bitch. Fix this bitch. Fix this bitch. Fix this bitch.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
It's true. It is true. That'd be a good slogan. Well, Mr. Garrison continuing to rally gets a phone call here now from Rick.
And I'll tell you another thing. Hang on a second. Oh, crap. Hold on a second, everybody. Oh, hey, Rick.
Where are you?
I couldn't sleep, Rick. I was just tossing and turning, and I didn't want to wake you up, so I decided to come out and buy some sunscreen and stuff for our beach day tomorrow.
Oh, okay. I got scared that you were out rallying.
That's silly.
Why would
Last thing I want to do is rally.
Why would you
get
do
back to sleep, Rick. I'll be right home, okay?
Okay, sorry for panicking. Bye.
He's so nice. He apologized for his own anxiety. Fuck you, Garrison.
Such a good...
Garrison is a piece of it.
Right? Apologizing for his own
Garrison
anxiety.
needs another vision quest.
He does.
He needs to find himself. Where's Miss Chokes on Dick's ghost to help him Sherpa through this?
Yeah, she needs to Sherpa. So here's the end of that scene.
Sherpa.
Okay, nice to meet you, everybody. I need to get going.
Oh, come on, just rally with us a little bit more.
No, I really can't.
Just a few more minutes, come on.
All right, I guess I can rally just a little bit longer. I mean, after all, I am here for you. I am your warrior. Liberal left, Hunter Biden laptop.
Yep, I was gonna say all he needs to do is just say one-off words, right? I mean, this has been proven time and time again before in the past that all you have to do is say stupid 9/11. Yeah, you know what I mean?
11.
11. Yeah, exactly. When they were running for president.
Well, we're all dumb monkey brains, okay?
Lower gas prices.
Lower gas prices. You tell him. Well, after this now, as he saw rallying, called Garrison, asked where his bouts, said he was out buying sunscreen. Now, Rick tried to wake him up the next morning, expressing concern about them missing their beach day. Garrison claims the time change is getting to him and that he needs some more sleep and will join him in a while. This disappoints and kind of dejects Rick as he leaves and is seen on the beach watching the sunset alone.
Ugh.
While that's going on, Stan and Token that morning are continuing their game when Randy comes in and asks if they have done anything because the police are here to ask them questions. Two stripper police women enter the room, but Stan and Token are still only concerned about their game. Randy hopes to attract the attention to the women further and sprays water on one of the strippers, which causes a Romanian handler to enter the room, warning Randy not to harass the ladies. He explains his concern about the liberal left alienated boys, and the man promises to show him a real party, with Randy mentioning the barn full of weed. So that Romanian handler, of course, is, I believe, Andrew Tate, right? Here, and we'll bring Andrew Tate in with his strippers and hanging out at Tolkien's house. After, of course, Rick is dejected here on the beach because Mr. Garrison did not join him. Back at Tegridy Farms now.
It's so awesome being able to leave Warhammer set up all night and come back to it in the morning. I know, it's great.
Hey, you guys, what did you do?
What do you mean?
I mean, the cops are here. What did you guys do?
We're just continuing our game of 40K from last night.
Okay, you guys just stop because the police want to ask you some questions.
Hello?
Come on in, officers.
Hello, gentlemen. Hands up. We heard somebody in here spin.
They are children,
Guys, looks like you're in big trouble. You better
Randy, you be in trouble.
read them their rights.
Hey, whoa. Don't touch the models. He spent a long time on this.
Stan, stop with that shit. Come on, get into it. Wet t-shirt contest.
Hey, what the f?
What? Hey, you guy.
Oh,
You did not
no.
harass the ladies.
I forgot he was actually in this.
Yeah, that's what I said. Here comes Andrew Tate. They make fun of him. He's the handler.
Andrew
I want
Tate.
strippers, not prudes. You want to talk big man, huh? You want to be big man? Whoa, okay, I think I need to explain something to you, okay? Look, I'm just trying to combat the messages that the liberal left is putting out to young men about...
Holy fucking God, Randy. Once you start explaining to Andrew Tate his own business model, you've lost the freaking plot that you grow your weed on.
their male instincts being toxic. The f*** you talking? You know I'm trying to show my son and his nerdy little friend what a real party is, because society wants them to be ashamed of their masculine natures. You want a real party? Yeah. Truth is, I got a whole barn full of weed. I will call some friends.
So he's going to call some friends, and he's going to have a real party.
Oh, no. So what time frame is this? I'm sure we're about to find out, but this really does look like the next day. So, like, it was an all-nighter. It was a party and play for Garrison.
That's true. Well, he stayed at home asleep, right? He was tired. He didn't want to go back out. Exactly. So back at Myrtle Beach now, Rick is walking down the street and looking for Garrison, calling his cell phone and going to voicemail, eventually expressing concern that he's returned from the beach and could not find him. So basically, Garrison stayed out all night partying.
Yep.
Next day, Rick's like, "Hey, let's go to the beach now." Garrison's like, "I'm too tired. I want to sleep all day." So Rick goes out, and then when Rick comes back, Garrison's not there. So now Rick's freaking out. So he goes to look for him, and he's gonna find him rallying. Yeah, he's gonna find him. Stumbles upon a sign promoting a MAGA convention.
Slept all day.
A MAGA convention at the Shore Resort Hotel. Angry going into the hotel. A club music plays, taking up an elevator. He squeezes himself through a large crowd of partygoers to find Garrison, half dressed as the president again, declaring that he will take Arizona and Georgia, quickly insisting that they took them the last time as well, and stomping when he spots a disappointed Rick.
Make America Garrison again.
Make America Garrison again. So here's Rick now as he's going to paddle his way through the crowd into the lobby and then into the party.
Excuse me. Excuse me.
Makes his way in. That's where he finds
Georgia! And we're going to take Arizona this time!
Arizona this
We're going to take Arizona in the election. I mean, we're going to take it again, because we all know I won it last time, too.
Then
I don't think so.
Then he sees
On that
Rick.
Uh-oh.
And he sees Rick.
Oh. Hey, everybody, this is Rick.
So Rick runs that way, obviously leaving because he doesn't want to do or have anything to do with the MAGA company anymore.
No,
My
they're all
drunk ass.
idiots. And like
My
literally
drunk ass.
they hate Rick. What the fuck? And also, you wasted an entire day of your beach vacation. How fucking dare you? I would be so pissed.
My drunk ass would probably say something like, "Oh, hey, there goes their sexy ass walking out the door."
There goes the neighborhood, as they say.
Rick, will you just wait?
Boggle.
You know it's 2 a.m. I was alone at the hotel while you were out rallying.
I just wanted to rally for a little bit.
Yeah, you really look like you just rallied a little bit.
I got a text that Tucker was in town, and I just wanted to go rally for a little bit.
You really think those people care about you, Herb? They don't.
Tucker
They just want to do that.
Yep.
Rick, I got it out of my system now. We can still have a great vacation. Let's just start over tomorrow, okay?
And it sounds like there Rick is going to give him the benefit of the doubt. You know what I mean? Like he's saying, I had to get it out of my system kind of thing. And it sounds like Rick is going to give him.
Yeah, I've heard that from guys before. Yeah, no, I just had to get it out of my system. Okay, well, you can get it out of my house. Got him.
Got him. So back now at Randy's house, back at Tegridy Farms, if you will. The party is a bumpin'. There are clothes and toilet paper everywhere. A large crowd of young people partying throughout the house while Stan and Tolkien continue their game. Randy's swinging on a chandelier, injures himself as the party continues on. Ambulance arrives to take him to the hospital for his injuries, including a broken arm, fractured ribs, and his legs. He refuses, insists that he has to watch his son because the media has made him ashamed of himself, comparing the Warhammer game to playing with dolls. So we'll jump back into that part of the episode.
And like this looks nightmarish, this entire thing. Like, look at this. Bras and panties and spray paint. This is what Andrew Tate fans think they'll get after giving all their money to Andrew Tate.
And then I'm pretty sure it looks like 2 people are making out in the front lawn, or either that or somebody's making out with a scarecrow.
All I see is the cleanup. That's all I fucking see is cleanup.
You know, these people partying, kids are playing Warhammer.
All right, let's do this. Okay, you ready? 3, 2, 1, go! Check it out, guys!
They just want to play Warhammer.
I mean, first off, I didn't even know they had a chandelier. So this chandelier just appeared out of nowhere in this episode.
Yeah, didn't see that one.
No.
No, I think I've seen it before. Pretty sure.
Ambulance now shows up.
There's
Sir, do you think you can walk?
No, I don't think so.
Sir, we think you've had too much to drink and we should probably take you to the hospital.
No, I can't. I have to stay here because I'm in charge of my son. Today's woke culture has vilified his manhood and made him ashamed of himself.
Okay, sir, but it appears you have a broken arm and several fractured ribs.
Yeah, but I can't leave because my son's natural instincts are being suppressed and it's leading to behavioral problems.
What behavioral problems? He hasn't done anything, Randy. You're the one that has done something. Oh, my God.
Oh, Randy, you're so naive. All right, now, as we continue on here, Mr. Garrison is kind of hungover from rallying, even though he's trying to have dinner with Rick. Of course, Rick knows that he's hungover and sick, and it's making him have a bad time as well.
We should probably just go back to the hotel. You've got the shakes from rallying all night.
No, Rick, this is our vacation. I want us to have a nice romantic lunch.
Maybe we should just go back to Colorado.
No, Rick, I'm going to make this up to you.
Shakes?
I don't want to rally anymore. There's just a lot of people out there who won't let it go, you know?
Yes, and you can't be around them.
I know. Let me just go throw up because I'll feel much better.
Okay, go throw up, Herb.
Fucking idiot.
So,
Fucking idiot.
here we go. So Garrison's going to come in here with the intention to throw up, and he's going to find himself in another rally.
I am legitimately getting annoyed at this. No, finger. You got to finger the throat, bro.
Oh, God. Come on, just stop. The country is fine. You have better things to do.
No.
So now,
There's slippers coming across from underneath the stall. Gonna choose the stall right next to his.
it's 2024.
He gives him the sign. 2024 tattoo on the toe.
Now, of course, Rick is sitting here like, what the fuck is going on? You've been gone for a while.
In the bathroom.
right?
Trying to
Gets
have a
up.
nice romantic.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's it. Yeah.
Now, this video makes it look like here Mr. Garrison is getting pummeled in the behind here as Rick comes in, when really they're just dancing.
We're going to get abortion rights thrown the hell out so those dirty lesbians can't keep having abortions.
Yeah! Oh, yeah, man!
We're going to get those Black Lives Matter protesters off the streets with a fire hose.
Yeah, America! Yeah!
Where did he get the suit?
You.
Where did he get the suit?
I don't know.
It's like a crack pipe. I guess he just has it on him.
He's like Spider-Man. He just keeps it under his regular clothes, ready to be Donald Trump. That's it. So, of course, Rick says, fuck you, and walks off. And now, Garrison.
Well, to hell with you. Nobody controls me. Yeah, America. Yeah.
So now Garrison has gone full on Trump again.
I hate it.
Back into the annals of Trumpness.
Very apt word you just used.
Back at the farm, a policewoman arrives with a report about a party going on for 3 days. Randy mistakes her for a stripper, harasses her by slapping her ass and intending to honk her breast, and she threatens to arrest him. He tries to justify it by doing this for his son, but she keeps him on the ground after that and cuffs him.
Yeah.
Randy asks Dan to get his wallet, but he insists he has to finish the psycher face first, causing Randy embarrassment. Officer Johnson follows her inside and spots the remaining handler, identified to be the sex trafficker named Alfonso Feinskiat. And the party, and pulls out his gun, leading to a shootout that hits the policewoman and causes most of the guests to flee.
Can I help you?
We've had some complaints about a party that's been going on for 3 days here.
Hey, what's going on? All right, guys, who ordered the stripper?
Come in and look around, sir.
Oh, yeah, come on in.
All right, get down on the ground.
Whoa, no, it's okay. I'm just helping my boy through the media assault on manliness.
She tases her.
Good.
I need to see some ID, sir.
Oh, okay. Okay, Stan,
Stan's still playing.
can you get my wallet from the upstairs?
Yeah, as soon as we're done with the psycher phase, I have 5 psycher units.
Soon as we're done with the psycher phase, I have 5 psycher units. Now Randy's going to end up thinking he's embarrassed now.
Oh my god, this is so embarrassing.
Yeah, that's the thing that's
freak,
embarrassing.
you right there. That's Alonso Finitsky, the Romanian sex trafficker. You big man.
At this point, Chick, why would you continue the cop? Let him go and get out of the way of the gunshot. Come on. That's what
She needed to get shot.
Are you backseat copping right now, Matt?
I'm what?
Are you backseat copping?
Yes, I am.
I needed to protect Grandy.
Stan!
Of course he shut him.
And Stan and Tolkien still have not moved.
I like that they called him a Romanian sex trafficker. Like, good for you, South Park.
So now a distressed, forlorn Rick waits at the Myrtle Beach International Airport for a plane home when a Garrison 2024 campaign appears on television with Garrison fully dressed as the president and delivers a speech. By the end of the speech, he says, the only person who deserves retribution is me. I know you all really want to rally and rage, but the only thing I have to say is that I love Rick. I love Rick. I love Rick. And the Garrison rally chant begins to happen with everybody saying, I love Rick. And then they break the barricades and rush to the United States Capitol building again. Well, back at the farm, a crying Randy hears the speech and is reminded of his wife, crying as he calls her on the phone in tears and begs her to come home. Sharon and Shelley arrive shortly after Randy apologizes for cutting the trip short, and Sharon admits he made it longer than the last spring break. As Sharon reaches the kitchen, stepping past drunken people, she then sees Stan and Tolkien playing Warhammer and asks him if she remembers what he told him about playing Warhammer at the kitchen table. Stan's like, aw.
Can't even do that.
Right?
Well, get the guy a board game table then, bitch. God damn. Now I sound like Randy.
Yep. And then finally the episode concludes with Garrison arriving back at Colorado. He meets up with Rick, hugs him. He promises he wants to stay in South Park and not go through another campaign. But Rick declares that they're just going to have to wait and see what happens.
Oof.
So let's go ahead here. We'll wrap this up on another edition of SMB, a South Park Review.
Yeah.
Myrtle
Well,
Beach
there
Airport
really
now.
isn't that much trivia.
Nope. Myrtle Beach Airport. Hanging out at
And
the party.
now, ladies
or
and
Denver,
gentlemen,
Colorado.
here he is! The once and future President of the United States of America!
So I'm not going to play the full speech because it's a couple minutes here, so we'll just jump ahead here to where they're listening to the speech.
Rick, I am so sorry.
What?
And if you are out there, I want you to know that I love you.
These people must be so
You're the only
confused.
thing that keeps me from doing all this stupid stuff. When I met you, I felt in control of myself for the first time.
There's never been anyone who calmed me down more than my little Ricky Bear.
Ricky Bear.
Ricky Bear.
You are my boo.
You're all like, what the fuck is this?
Easy's boo.
The truth is, some of us simply can't be alone.
Oh my god.
We need a relationship so that we're accountable to someone. I realize now how broken I am without that person who keeps me from destroying myself.
Here's Randy.
Sharon.
And all
Sherry.
He sees this and he misses his boo too.
Now he's going to call her.
I've ever done was take you for granted and wished I wasn't being controlled.
Hi, Sharon. Will you please come home?
Rick, I am a giant piece of shit without you. I don't deserve.
So after going through some more, then he gets the crowd to chant, I love Rick.
The thing I have to say is that I love Rick. I love Rick.
Yeah.
I love Rick. I love
I love Rick.
I love Rick.
I love Rick.
I love Rick.
Yeah, I love Rick.
I love Rick.
Come on, we love Rick.
I love Rick.
Come on, let's hear it.
I love you, Rick.
Yeah.
Rick. I love Rick. I love Rick.
So now,
Oh, damn.
now they're going to parody the January 6th riot, insurrection, whatever you want to call it. I'm not here to have that political argument today.
The latest real footage from it too.
Or they actually show actual footage.
They
from
show real footage of these morons,
from the January 6th protest riot.
these absolute
Insurrection.
larpers.
Oh, crap. Here we go again.
So that's all we get there. Now, the next day, as we mentioned, Randy waits for Sharon to come home.
Their house is absolutely destroyed.
Here comes Sharon.
It's okay, Randy. We're back.
I'm sorry. I cut your trip short.
No, you're not.
It's
though.
okay, Randy. You made it longer than last spring break.
Sharon and Shelly. They're walking by all these party people. That's what I'm saying. This is the one thing she gets mad at.
Hey, Mom.
Stanley, what have I told you about playing Warhammer on the kitchen table?
Ah.
That's what she's mad about.
Aw.
That's what she's mad about. Not the bodies of things around. Mostly being like, Stan, come on, you're more responsible than this. What have I told you?
What have I told you? What
And here comes Garrison now.
Yeah.
Walks up to Rick. And he opens his arms.
Oh, Rick.
Oh,
Fuck. God. Rick is way too nice for Mr. Garrison.
I know. Such a good guy.
I wish nothing but
I
the
don't
worst.
want to go through all that again. I just want to stay in South Park with you.
Well, I guess we'll just have to see what happens.
Yep. That's all you can say.
And that is how this episode comes to a recap. Ladies and gentlemen, we'll be right back on the other side with some quick more notes and our final thoughts on this edition of your SMB Season 26 review of Spring Break. Subscribe to Suck My Balls, a South Park review on Spotify, Apple's, iTunes, anywhere you want to download a podcast. Just type that in, subscribe to our feed, and you'll get the latest, greatest episode each and every week. You can also listen to us on YouTube and go back and watch some videos or any of our library. It's all there. Suck My Balls, South Park review.
Suck my balls.
Suck my balls.
Suck my balls.
Gargle.
Oh, yeah.
Stroke
Oh,
him.
yeah.
Hold him. Touch him. Love him. We're back now on the other side. Once again, shout out to our sponsors provided by that linktr.ee/South Park Pod. If you choose to go there, we'd appreciate you. Check out all of our landing pages. And of course, you can hit that like and subscribe button if you're watching it right here on that YouTube. Hit it. You'll be notified when we give you more content like this. Scoop is going to serve us up some trivia, but he is not the 2022 Red Rocks Day 1 South Park Trivia Champion. He is not a doctor of thugonomics, punkonomics, polyphonics, but he is a doctor of...
Scooponomics.
However, we are both collectively, all of us, not the 2022 Red Rock Day 1 South Park Trivia Champions. We are not trivia gods. Scoop's gonna do his best. Scoop, kick us off.
Cartman, Kyle, and Kenny do not appear in this episode. This is the first episode since Handycar in which Cartman does not appear. One of the people seen at Randy's party is reused character model of the Ohio State PC Bro. Ohio State PC Bro? Oh, Ohio State.
I didn't know.
And that is it for the trivia. So much trivia in that one. Oh my goodness.
There you go. That is your trivia. All right, and now it's time for some pop culture with Dane.
I hope you guys are ready because this is a lot of pop culture. Tolkien and Stan are playing Warhammer 40,000, otherwise known as Warhammer 40K. Stan mentions the Psyker phase at one point, which is actually a phase in the game. The scenes with Garrison insisting he does not want to rally anymore than being tempted by a rally with dance music is a parody of older gay couples where one member wants to continue partying like they used to and attending clubs while the other one just wants to have a nice, easy, daddy-like life. The scene at the end where a supporter shows his foot under the restroom door and then taps it is a parody of what we in the gay community like to call cruising. The mega store scene in the episode is based on a real life business. Actually, based on real life multiple of businesses. The Keep on Trumpin' Superstore that is actually located in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina, which opened in March 2022 and sells flags, t-shirts, stickers, decals, clocks, teddy bears, bobbleheads, and other assorted.
That's ridiculous.
It's crazy. I've seen these stores. You see them everywhere, driving in the middle of nowhere. It used to be just Jesus billboards. Now it's Jesus billboards and MAGA stores. Mr. Garrison's plan to rally is a reference to former United States President Donald Trump, who is currently running for president again in 2024. He began holding rallies in March 2023. Several other political references are made throughout the episode, including, but not limited to, the line "Joe and the Ho have to go" is a meme aimed at Joe Biden and Kamala Harris, alluding to accusations of Harris using sexual favors to advance her career in politics and formerly working as an escort based on her relationship with former San Francisco mayor and exposed escort leader Willie Brown. Garrison tells the people at his rally that Ukraine would not happen under his watch, referring to the Russian invasion of Ukraine and comments made by Trump about how the invasion would have not happened if he was still president at the time. He was since offered a plan to end the conflict within a 24-hour period if he wins in 2024, or so he says, similar to claims he had previously made about ending war in ISIS and Afghanistan within days or weeks. They've already put me something on the table. We're going to get it done. I can do it. Idiot. Garrison mentions Hunter Biden's laptop. He just literally says the words Hunter Biden and laptop, referring to Joe Biden's son, Hunter, and his personal laptop being investigated after having been abandoned at a repair shop. The laptop had several concerning items, such as pictures and videos of Hunter using illegal drugs, engaging in sexual activities with prostitutes, and emails implying that he and possibly his father were engaging in questionable or shady business deals with China and Ukraine, which is funny because Hunter Biden does not hide that at all. His personal Instagram is filled with him doing cocaine openly and having lots of hookers. During the party, Garrison yells out that they will take Georgia and Arizona this time, before claiming that he and the attendees knew he had won Arizona before. This is a reference to the 2020 presidential election where Joe Biden won in those two states by a small margin, flipping them for the first time in a long time, despite both being traditionally conservative red states, of course. Trump then filed lawsuits against both states, making accusations of voter fraud occurring there, while Georgia had recently filed indictment charges against Trump, claiming that he had tried to use his influence after ballots were counted to find the amount that he would need to win. He's actually recorded on phone call asking them, quote unquote, he needs to find 12,000 more ballots. While dancing in the bathroom, Garrison mentions getting rid of abortion rights and using the fire hose on BLM protesters, likely alluding to the overturning of Roe v. Wade, as well as reports of Trump wanting to invoke the Insurrection Act and use military force on BLM protesters. Isn't that funny? Isn't that just hilarious? The final scene showing live action footage of people with Trump signs refers to January 6th U.S. Capitol attacks, in which large waves of Trump supporters marched to the U.S. Capitol to express their disapproval of the 2020 election results. We didn't use the Insurrection Act in that case. That's crazy. I wonder why. The announcer calls Garrison the once and future president in reference to the novel The Once and Future King, which was later adapted by Disney, fun fact, into The Sword and the Stone. Throughout the episode, Randy mentions toxic masculinity, a term used to describe males adhering to certain traditional beliefs such as using or glorifying violence, burping, being sexually aggressive, or not showing their emotions. That can be seen as harmful in modern society, and it leads to misogyny, sexism, and rape culture. As Randy mentioned, some view the term as a liberal talking point that attacks traditional masculine traits and leaves boys and young men feeling ashamed about being males. We can't talk about women like they're lesser people no more. Alonzo Fineschi, the Roman sex trafficker at Randy's party, is modeled exactly to the T after Andrew Tate, a British former kickboxer and social media personality who is a self-described misogynist. At the time this episode originally aired, Tate and his brother were being held in a Romanian prison on sex trafficking charges, and it's funny, they are now having to go to jury trial. And that is your, what is it, Matt?
Pop culture.
That's right, baby. Brought to you by Trump 2024. Just kidding. Matt, what do you got for us today?
And the last thing here, we got just a little continuity in regards to the story. This episode focuses, of course, on Mr. Garrison's indulgence in his lifestyle during his term as the President of the United States. Garrison last appeared as this presidential figure in the episode, or the episodes, the Pandemic Special. That is your continuity. Scoop! What'd you like about this episode, sir?
I don't know. I don't think I really like this episode all that much.
Okay.
Why so?
Because it's political. It's too
That's
political for my taste.
It's fair.
Okay. Dane, like or dislike this episode?
You know, watching these specials was a treat for me and my friends in Louisville, Kentucky, because they just, political or not, they came with such parodical accuracy, parody accuracy, that like you couldn't help but love him. It's like these episodes, South Park just does it right to where they just capture the essence of what should be made fun of here. Like, yes, if you're even a Trumper, can you at least not admit that you do have stores and you guys do kind of go crazy? You guys treat these like a rave until eventually Trump starts talking and you realize he's a terrible public speaker and everyone gets bored and goes on their phone or leaves. I liked that part of the episode. It can be a little too political also for my taste, but you know, at the end of the day, it's a special, it's off to the side. Its entire purpose was to continue and almost wrap up this sort of Trump Garrison trope that we saw from the seasons surrounding it, or, you know, preceding it. I don't know. I liked that aspect of it. I'm not too into the political stuff, but I liked all of that. And of course, the reliance on your, you know, boo at the end of the day. Because even Randy, that's kind of sweet, but on his side, he takes extreme advantage of Sharon, as well as Garrison towards Rick. So there's some darkness, there's some gaslighting to that, but also there's something sweet in about needing your boo.
Yeah, I mean, I would say, I mean, I guess I don't, when I watch this episode, I don't delve too much into the political aspect of it or what they're saying. I'm more or less laughing, I guess, at the parody nature of them making fun of Donald Trump. Not necessarily too much on like what Donald Trump or Mr. Garrison / Donald Trump is saying as far as the political rhetoric. It's more or less, viewed it as them parodied him. And I thought it was pretty funny. Obviously, I've never been to Myrtle Beach, so I thought that stuff was kind of funny too. I like the Tegridy Farms stuff with Randy going on the spring break, stuff. I know the boys playing, Warhammer 40K and Randy going, what the fuck? So I liked Randy itself throughout this episode. And I liked Randy's resolve there at the end too, realizing if he, just like Mr. Garrison, needs someone to hold him accountable. And when he doesn't have that type of individual in his life for Randy's, own sanity and his own morality, he needs somebody there. Otherwise he's going to fall down the abyss of craziness which he did when Sharon wasn't there herself, right? Throughout the whole episode, even with the Tolkien family itself, when they go over there and, why are you making those words come out of your mouth?
I cannot fathom another man not caring that his son is playing tabletop games with his next door friend. I mean, fuck's sake.
I'd say as far as a season finale is definitely kind of a weaker one to go out on, and it's interesting whether or not they're going to come with new episodes, right? Because with the way they left it hanging, we're still waiting for season 27 now, and we are in this election year now with Donald Trump running once again against Joe Biden.
Yeah.
So will we get a new episode before that, or are they waiting to see what happens with the future of Mr. Garrison? Ladies and gentlemen, that's going to do it for another edition of SMB, South Park Review. You can check out linktr.ee/South Park Pod. Hit that like and subscribe button. If you're watching it right here on YouTube, this officially catches us up on season 26 on the YouTube specials. We still got 4 streaming specials, though, to catch up on. So those are going to be coming your way very shortly here. While we get out of here, Dane, you got anything you'd like to put over before we go?
Absolutely. Turnbuckle Championship Wrestling is having one of its first live events of the season coming up. Oh my God. Hold on.
Boggle.
I don't even know the date. Yes, I do, Matt. Turnbuckle Championship Wrestling is having its first live dates of the season. 6-1 at the Jefferson AG Center, 6/29 at the Jefferson Freedom Festival, 7-6 at Southern Brewing in Athens, 7:20 at Outrun Brewing in Stone Mountain, 8-3 at Southern Brewing, 9-7 at Southern Brewing, 9:21 at Southern Brewing, 10-12 at Slow Pour in Lawrenceville, and again and again and again, go to Turnbuckle Championship Wrestling on Twitter or Facebook to find out when they're coming to an area in Georgia near you. Sponsored by The Nightmare Factory.
Scoop, parting words before you'd like to say before we get on out of here.
Be good.
Be good.
There you go.
Be well. Ladies and gentlemen, that's going to do it for another edition of SMB. Another edition of SMB, a South Park Review. We'll be back with some more streaming, more specials, more podcasts. Over 225 episodes available to download right now. Go check them out. We're just coming up to the end of season 15. Jump on the ride. One second, hold up. Welcome back to the podcast. Scoop, S to the C, that double OP. How you doing, Scoop?
Hi, Scoop.
Scoop, welcome back.
You did give you a what's up.
How you doing, S to the C, double OP? Nice to see you. Welcome back. Scoop's back on our podcast. We're happy to see him. And we're happy to have him part of this week's edition of SMB South Park Review. Looks like you've got a little makeover there. Got some work done?
A little eyeshadow, just a little
eyeshadow,
bit. Very, very subtle too.
Little manicure action, maybe.
Scoop is now a VTuber.